Hi everyone, my name is Yasmin and welcome to my channel. I'm a cross stitcher, runner and cross stitch designer. If you are here first time, welcome, and if you are my returning viewer, thank you for coming back. Today is Tuesday the 20 I got myself a calendar, 23rd of May. It is just before 10 o'clock in the morning. My windows are wide open because it's really warm outside. I hope you don't mind chirping birds and a little bit of morning traffic. It's been 2 weeks since I've recorded last, and I was so adamant that it was longer than that because I felt like this period, you know, those 2 weeks felt much longer. So many things has happened, and in my personal life and also in my you know, what's the other word? Private, not personal, and what's the other one? Business and career wise. So yeah, I just really felt like it's been a month since I recorded last. I was going to record on Friday, but sadly I got unwell. I got cold. I'm still a little bit stuffed, so you can hear my voice and being kind of, you know, like I speak through my nose. Is that even the right expression? You know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm here today. I have got a few things to show you. I wasn't stitching massively, but I have been doing other things, so I think I have got fair amount of stuff to share with you. But before we get into this, you know, show and tell, I want to tell you what has been happening in the past 2 weeks. So yeah, life updates. Kids had a SATs exam, which means extra revision sessions and lots of study. It's actually shocking how much stressful, you know, for like 10 years old, 11 years old, all of those SATs exams are. And all the teachers, they do reassure them then the SATs exam and the results from SATs exam, they don't really matter that much when you enter secondary school. However, it is a big pressure. It is a big pressure to do well. So I have been actually doing lots of revision with my daughter because she struggled with maths a little bit. So she's been going to tuition for, I think it's been 4 months now, and she really improved, especially her confidence, because she very often double guesses herself, and she little bit lack a confidence when it comes to her final answer. When she does all of the maths calculation, she always, you know, questioned herself. It's like, oh, is it right? Have I done? And then she started to kind of go over the, you know, the formula again, and that's where she very often makes mistakes. So this revision classes, this kind of tuition really help her to build the confidence and just kind of, you know, stick with the first answer. So now the SATs are over. The kids you know, changed the gym as well. So like, oh my God, now the balance between school, gym, after school activities, it's been really hectic. And on top of that, my son, who lives with us and he's in a full-time in a university, he also finds himself a job, and he also makes his what's the word, what I'm trying to say, he also opened his own business, so like he cannot dedicate as much time, or he does not contribute with the kids, you know, kind of taking them places as before. So it just kind of, oh, it was lots of logistic to do. And you know, on top of everything, I am on the work hunt because I finally have got my QTLS. So I got my teaching license, which is incredible. I was you know, on my last video I had a little correction to do, and I've done it, and I've passed everything. I had a final interview last week as well, so it was lovely. So I am officially qualified a teacher, which is great. So I have been looking for a job. I did apply for the September position for a DET lecturer in the college when I was studying. However, I am considering and actually really actively looking for a position as an art teacher in a secondary school. or further education college. And actually there is one particular college I am really would like to get a place there. Is in Islington, and it is a special education school for youth, so 16 plus, and they have got incredible art program, and I really would love to get on it. I replied to the offer. It is only 6-month maternity cover, but I don't mind. I really would like to get this place, and I have been applied to quite a few of the special education schools when they have got art art program. This is somewhere when I really would love to work. I really would love to be able to teach art. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So this has been life. It's been crazy. On top of that, you know, there is a lot of things in my cross-stitch design world happened as well, but I will be talking about it as I'm showing you stuff. Otherwise you would have to listen to me rambling for way too long, and you know I can do that. So before I start showing you the things, one more thing I would like to address. I would like to say massive thank you to everyone who listened to my rant on Instagram yesterday. I'm not going to be dwelling over it in here once again, but just you know, a long story short, people has been sending me messages you know, regarding my pricing, and they were trying to undermine me as a designer, saying then I should not be charging for my stuff the money I'm charging, because I am only upcoming designer, so I should undervalue myself in order to become more popular, which I thought it's a full of crap. And if that would only be a one message, then probably I would completely disregard it. But because it kept coming, like in a period between, like within a time of 4 days, it's been like 1 or 2 messages coming, and it's actually really sad then people think like that, you know. You know, when you think like that, it's a modern one slavery, you know. If you expect designers to you know, just give us stuff for free because they don't have a good name yet, or they're not recognizable yet, is disgusting. But I'm not going to be talking about it in here anymore. Thank you so much everyone who reached out to me yesterday, and they really sent lots of messages of compassion. I just want to say I wasn't sad as, you know, upset, or, you know, kind of felt down about myself. I just kind of felt outrageous that someone has got guts to do something like that, and I wanted to put it out there for just to kind of spread awareness that, you know, these things are not right, and anyone who is only starting in this business and, you know, receive messages like that, it should be aware that no, actually, you know, should be strong and really value own time and own talent. So that's the only thing. So thank you so much. Now let's talk cross stitch. Cross stitch, not my project, but something I have received in a post 2 weeks ago. I was watching Lizzie, Mrs. Fisher Stitches on YouTube, and I was cooking dinner and watching Lizzie, and all of a sudden I've heard my name. And on the video she said, oh yes, if you're watching this, I want you to close your eyes because I have made something for you. Oh my god. And the urge to peek was just the greatest, was so large. Then I decided to stop watching the video and wait until the parcel arrived, and then continue with the video, because I really want to see what was it. Like, I am really impatient, and if I know then I'm about to see something, then oh my god, the urge to pick is great. So this sweet Lizzie has made me the most incredible project bag. I mean, she stitched for me a runner to commemorate my achievement of finishing London Marathon this year, and I felt I mean, that was incredible. That was so thoughtful, and that was, I mean, incredible. Thank you so much, Lizzie. I will cherish this bag forever. And I think you know what really also touched me is how she talked about this bag, because, you know, obviously when you are not a runner and you hear people talking about running, then your reactions are either, oh my god, or the other one is, oh yeah, it's a great achievement. But actually, when you have trained yourself for no matter distance, but you train yourself, you make this commitment to finish you know, across the finish line of your particular distance, then you understand how much hard work and how much sacrifices and how many things you have to put into, you know, to achieve this goal. And I really felt like she got it. She just got it right. So thank you so much, Lizzie. This is incredible. And on inside, I'm gonna be very careful because I have got very special project inside and I don't want to show it to you. It's beautifully beautiful fabric. It reminds me of, like, you know, folk motifs or Quaker motifs. Beautiful. I won't be showing you the content of this bag because it is my future design, but I just wanted to show you this incredible bag. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Lizzie. Right, so as I've mentioned in my previous ramble, I wasn't stitching a lot, but actually I have been finishing quite a lot of my old stuff. I had a pile of, you know, project I finished in April and at the beginning of May, and I just couldn't get a chance to turn them into a finished product. And that's probably because the setup of my sewing machine at this moment is not really great, because I have to fiddle with the cables, because you know, the plugs are in like really weird places, so I would have to drag the extension across the room. So that's why I put my sewing machine away, and this kind of you know, stops me, because if I think like, oh, I have to set up my sewing machine in order to sew, it's like all the excitement for finishing projects just kind of go away. So I finally done it and I have finished few things. So let me show you the sewn stuff first, and then I show you the frame stuff. I have got basket today because, you know, like I'm like a little Red Riding Hood. So the first of all, I have put in the hoop the kit from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and this is Barbara Anna Perfect Posse. I wasn't sure what I want to do with this because, you know, if you remember, I wasn't too keen on this design as well, but I decided to put it in a hoop, and I will hang this with rest of my Barbara Anna hoop finishes. I think it turned out pretty well, but I don't know if this is me, but I think the hoop is oval, it's more kind of squash. I'm not sure, but yeah. So this is the first finish, and this was box number 12. Right, now I also finished into a pillow, Star Woman, which again is by Barbara Anna. It was the stitch along for a while, but now it is available through Creative Poppy for purchase, and I used the funky colorful trim which I was gifted by Ross Clark of Ross Clark Crafts. Very colorful, and I think it suits this project well. My pillow is not stuffed very well because this is the last pillow I did and I was really running out of stuffing, so this is whatever I have left, but this is fantastic. And my other old project which I finished as well is again Barbara Anna. This is very simple pillow with no trim on anything, just, you know, sewn on the bottom, and this is Fortune Teller as well by Barbara Anna. Okay, more Barbara Anna. This is something I stitched quite some times ago, and I had it framed, and then I tried to make it like a oval pillow and I didn't like it, so finally I decided to do this kind of really uneven hexagonal shape a finish, and again I used this funky rainbow trim, and I just finished it as a pillow. Yeah, and still I need to push the corners in, you know, just to make the lace a little bit better. Sorry, I don't know how to hold this too. Instead of you watching my fingers, you're actually seeing the project. Okay, now I have got some of my patriotic stitching, because obviously last time when we spoke, it was the day before the coronation, so I did a little bit of coronation stitching. The first of all, I have finished my freebie, which is the Coronation Gnome, and I added this pin, which I got it from one of the gift shops in London, you know, like if you walk towards Buckingham Palace, or like if you're in the central London, those kind of you know, souvenir booths or like shops, they everywhere. So I just got it once we were in the St. James's Park. On the way back, I just kind of grabbed one of those pins. So here it is. He is freebie. He's available on my Facebook group, absolutely for free in a file section. So if you still would like to stitch it or have it, then just go over there. The next one I have stitched as well. It is again my freebie from the Gnome collection, available on Facebook, and this one is called Summer. And actually a lovely Elena, which I think is cross stitch Elena on Instagram, she is using the whisper threads for the beards. So her gnomes, actually they've got a nice and fuzzy beard, and a beard not beard beard. I found it this really cool, and they look absolutely fantastic. So with those fuzzy beard, I don't know why I want to say beard. So yes, I've started the third freebie, which was for the Mother's Day. I released it 2 weeks ago. Obviously way too late for the, you know, British Mother's Day. However, US people get benefit, and some part of the Europe. I will be celebrating Mother's Day on Friday this week, because in Poland we celebrate on 25th, and I celebrate all together with my mum. So I would want to finish the free Mother's Day as well. And if I can, I will make two. So I will send one to her, and I will keep one for myself. Even if I, you know, send it way before Mother's Day, it doesn't really matter. So what else? I also, during the coronation, as I was watching, I found it really, you know, the parade and pamper and all of those different uniforms, I found it really fascinating. I know that, you know, people have got very different opinion about the royals. It's fine, it's personal, but I really like the pamper and the, you know, it's all of this kind of deal, you know, the pageantry. It's just gorgeous. I just loved it to watch. So I was stitching on the kit which I got from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I obviously modified the project because I didn't want the hoop, and I didn't want my project to be large as well, because Caterpillar Cross Stitch kit was meant to be finished in a hoop, 6-inch hoop, so quite large, and there were like lots of flowery bits all around. So I omit some of the things, and I lift the flags up, so I just have got crown and a flag and a day and a year. And I bought those pins from Primitive Hair when was the Jubilee 70 year of the reign of the Queen, of the late Queen, and I was going to stitch a pillow. However, I didn't so I had those pins left, so I decided to put them over here. And although it says it is a late Queen cipher, I decided to use it. I have got those charts which I am still aiming to finish and, you know, add to my tray, but we'll see. And I also would want to do the cipher, which was designed by Karen from Woody Flower Creations, as a freebie, which is the Queen Charles cipher. I think it's really beautiful. And the final thing I have finished was Stitch in London freebie by Rose Clark Crafts, and I had everything stitched except one leg of the flag. So I finished it, and then I turned it into a pillow, and this little pin is actually part of the trio with those pins. so I decided to put it in here. Sorry, I'm just seeing this side. Okay. And I used chenille yarn to finish the edges. And for this one I use a trim which I like scrunched. I want to say rouge, but I'm not quite sure if that's the thing. And the final two things I finished, it's my folk bed, my summer folk bed. He can join his brothers and sisters in a tray downstairs, and I just use some bright colored fabrics to match the bed. Awesome. And the final project I finish, it is designed by me, and also the folk bed is designed by me as well. And those charts are available in my Etsy store. And final, it is a summer fish. I finished it into a pillow, and I did some chenille yarn and the bits to just kind of jazz it up a bit. And yeah, and I absolutely love this. So those two charts are available in my Etsy store. I also have got here in my basket some things which I wanted to share with you because they are gifts. So the first one, I showed you the gift from Lizzie, and now this one was at the very bottom of my basket, so I want to show you now before I forget. My beautiful friend Charlie from Charlie Feathers, she sent me this card, and the message on it is beautiful, and I found it really touching. It says, "Friends make the world that a little bit more wonderful just by being in it, don't they?" said the fox. And I think this is absolutely wonderful because I am so grateful for all of those beautiful friends I have got in my life. So I will be framing this because this is gorgeous, and the graphic is beautiful as well. And with this, she sent me those two beautiful needle minders, and and the notepad for all of my big dreams. So I actually have been making notes in it, but I don't want to tell you until my dreams come true. So because you know, if I show you, then they might not come true. I'm not taking this luck. Don't want to jinx it. Okay, so let's go back to finishes and the cross stitch. So on my previous video I also showed you my the Mandala Zebra by Maloka Designed. I finished stitching, and this week I actually put it in the frame, and there were quite a few comments asking if I could, no, there were quite a few people asking if I could show my previous frame mandala, which usually are on the wall over here. So I pulled them off the wall, and the first one I finished, it is elephant mandala, and I used all called for DMCs on 14 count Ada. It's gorgeous. This is the first mandala Maloka design released, and it was first published in the World of Cross Stitch magazine, but now obviously it is available for purchase through their website and Etsy store as a PDF or as a kit, plus the needle minder. And I do have needle minder, but probably is with a project. The second I finished and framed, it is Mandala Tiger. Sorry, this one has got I left the plastic protector over it because I will be changing the location of those projects. I will move them to my staircase because the mandala collection is growing, and this little spot here is not enough to display them. So this is Mandala Tiger, again Maloka Designs. It is available as a PDF or as a kit, and I got it as a kit with fabric, 14 count Ada, and all called for DMCs. And oh my god, this is gorgeous, absolutely fantastic. So now the zebra, it is frame as well, and in my previous video I also told you then I was waiting for the availability for the frames, because I didn't want my frames to look different. So I wasn't able to get this frame, but I get something which is quite similar in finish. Obviously this one is missing the gold kind of edging, but that's okay, they're close enough for me. So this is Mandala Zebra, and you also see the reflection of my setup because I broke my tripod, so my phone is resting on the box of DMC supported by the box of trims, but it is what it is. So this one is finished as well. Fantastic. I have got one more finish I want to show you. Sorry, I'm just gonna disappear for a second. I forget to bring it. And this is my summer bouquet. I framed it into this kind of vintagey ornate frame, and it sits here on the, what are you calling this part of the bed which has got like backboard, back shelf, I'm not sure. So it sits over there. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the final design, final project I finished, you can really see in the corner, it is my Peacock Quaker, and I absolutely love this design. I loved everything about it. I love the designing process, I love the stitching, I love the colors, I love how sharp and crisp and really standing out on this fabric. I love it. I love it. I love everything I put out in the world, because that's I'm very proud of those designs. And this is stitched on fabric by Tom and Lily Creations. Now, this fabric was fabric of the month in a club. No, once again, God, seriously, I do apologize, because when I rewatch my videos, when I like edit, sometimes I feel like the things you say do not make sense. I am completely aware that the English is my second language, but you do not want to be in my head. I'm dyslexic. My head is like a whirlwind. I think very quickly. My mouth is unable to say the words, because by the time I say the things, I think about something else. So I very often start the sentence and then I break in the middle, and then I start talking about something else. I just cannot keep up with my own thinking. So I do apologize, but you know, I'm really trying to be my best to be as clear as I can be. So what I wanted to say, then this fabric was an exclusive fabric for the monthly subscription club, and it is called Wisteria, and I think it was in the month of April. So I did ask Melanie if anybody who would like to get this fabric, if they can. And she said to me she has got some fabric left. So if you would like to get this particular fabric, then you contact her and she will be able to help you. And for any other fabrics which I am using for my, any fabrics I'm using for my models, if you cannot find them on their website or in the Etsy shop, if you contact Melanie directly, she will be able to help you with the fabric. So don't be discouraged if you go to her Etsy and you cannot see this particular color or this particular count. Just message Melanie, she's wonderful, and she will be able to sort you out. Oh, I can just set it on it. I think the bee and the Quaker Peacock are my two proudest design I released in the world. I think the more I design, the better I get. I can see the quality and I can of design like in my own process. I can really see that I am improving with everything new what's coming. So yeah, it is exciting. It is really exciting. Right, so after all of this finishing, I actually have been working on some of my old projects as well. And the first project I've worked on, not very much, but I work a little bit. It is Fantastic Felines, based on a graphic of Lorraine Birch. Yes, I got it right. It's actually shame that I don't know who this person is. Like, you know, you want to teach art and you don't know who the Lauren Bench is. Oh well. So yeah, so I have been working on Fantastic Felines because I am really aiming to finish it by August this year, because it will be my daughter's birthday gift. So what I have done since last time I showed you. So I worked on the orange cat. So from here down, this is everything I've worked on until I ran out of color, and this is DMC, and I actually know what color it is, so I can just easily get it. And then last night I moved on to a blue cat, and truth to be said, I think the blue cat is my favorite so far, and I really enjoy working on the blue cat the most. And I just made the beginning of the massive pink one. So yes, so I will continue working on this every week, so I can have it done. But look how gorgeous they are and how bright and colorful. Obviously I am using my own colors because I have got, okay, I'm gonna show you. This is, okay, don't think bad about me, but I have got this mess here. I did add some DMCs because the colors from the off-brand flosses I have, they weren't suitable, so I do have got some DMCs, but I have got also plenty of those unnamed flosses which come like this. They like Chinese, it says 80 on it, honeycomb. It doesn't really embroidery floss, but actually some of them are very close to their actual DMC shades, and the quality of this is perfect. Actually they're very soft and they stitch up very well, so no complaints here. The only thing is I don't treat them with enough respect. Or maybe I don't give them the same respect like to DMCs, you know. Okay, the next project I've worked on, it is my own design, and it is chart which was released as a fundraiser for Men Cup charity and as a part of my London Marathon fundraising. It is available in my Etsy store, but I really wanted to have it done. It is my heritage piece, and I really would love to have it displayed in my house. So I am stitching this. This is Polish band sampler. So I did quite a lot on it. I finished the top band and I moved on to the second one. I'm stitching this on 36 count linen by Coffee Craft fabrics, and it is lovely. This is actually the color you're seeing right now on the screen is perfect. So like kind of peachy with little mottling. It's gorgeous, and I think it works very well with my colors. There are only 4 DMC colors in here, and I love it. So I will be plucking along on this as well. I really would love to have it done. I wanted to have it done this May, because you know, 3rd of May it was the Constitution Day in Poland, so I wanted to do a little bit more on it, but other things kind of get in the way. And talking about the Poland and Constitution Day, I was also going to stitch this patriotic chart. This is from the Lynn Dion design. It says True Patriot on it, and it has got Canadian flag. However, I will be changing this into a Polish flag. And although, you know, 3rd of May has passed, I will stitch this and add it to my patriotic tray. And of course, I did not forget, I will be doing a free gnome as well for the Polish Constitution Day, like, you know, with some Polish elements. So this will be available on my Facebook group as well. And the last whip I pull out, and I did very little, but I really am into a Quakers at this moment. As you can notice, all of my designs are either Quakers or have got Quaker elements. But I decided to go back to working on Sampler Quaker Street, and this is by something Mood Point. Happy Mood Point. Happy Mood Point on Etsy is Ukrainian shop. So it's very similar to the Marjorie Mercy Quaker Street, but I really like it, which I have got as well. But let me finish this one first. So I've been working a little bit more on the top, and I am using DMC 115, which is the variegated red. It's my favorite. Yeah, 115. So not much. I am just trying to finish the first page. And before I move any further, but it is a gorgeous stuff. I also will be having a little bit more time for my personal stitching because I have got help, and I am very exciting and very grateful that my very dear friend Charlie from Charlie Feathers has accepted my offer, and she is officially helping me to stitch my models so I can do something else, because at this moment I found it really difficult to design, to you know, do all of the editing and then stitch on top of that. So I asked her, and she very kindly accepted my offer, so she's officially my model stitcher, and I am very excited. So thank you so much, Charlie, for lending me your helping hand. And this also means I can stitch other things than my own. And now let me have a look on my list, because I have got list today. Like, we talk about old stuff, we talk about new stuff, we talk about WIPS. I showed you my new release. I thank Lizzie, I thank Charlie. I did say about Charlie because, you know, I want to make it official. Anyone looking for the model stitcher, you have to wait in the line because Charlie is mine for now. Okay, I have got some giveaway winner to be announced. I have got purchases to show, and then I have got other business like my Yasmin's Made with Love business. So if that's something you are not interested in, then you can skip ahead, and I also have got giveaway for today as well. So purchases. I wasn't shopping a lot because you know, to put some limit to my spending. Sorry, I dropped everything what I will show you. Here we go, and how well it went without me dropping anything. Oh well. So first of all, non-cross stitch related stuff. I purchased Max from Emma Bridgewater. Again, it is a British based MAC company. They be beautiful kind of you know, cups and mugs, and, you know, not cutlery, crockery, beautiful. So I purchased one for the King Charles, and then I purchased one for the late Queen as well, because I had a 15% coupon, so I wanted to use. So I got myself those two. Obviously, I'm not drinking my coffee in those cups. Oh, they are in my display, patriotic tray, all year round. So this is perfect addition to my collection, and they're going to be collected dust beautifully. Another thing I purchased, it is Kakadu Bird by Heart in Hand. So this is the latest one. I wanted to add it to my collection. I have got 3 which needs to be stitched. They're all kitted up. I just never get the time to do it. So now I have added the final one. I also have been shopping for fabrics, and some of them I can show you, some of them I cannot show you because I send them to Charlie to stitch my models, which I am very excited for. Charlie, do not show anybody. This is the top secret stuff. And I can show you the rest of the fabric which I left in in my stash. I also have lots of fabrics from Crafty Fabric by Crafty Kite. Fabrics are gorgeous, so I look forward to receive them as well. So once they are with me, I will show you what I have purchased. So the fabrics I'm about to show you, they are from Peacock Needleworks in the UK, and this is 32 count Wicks Dye Works straw Zweigart base. Love it. And next one, it is Fox and Rabbit 32 count Duxbury. This is fantastic. I really love the Fox and Rabbit fabric. It's really stiff. Like, I like this. Like, I don't stitch in hand like often enough, like here and there, mostly when I forget my hoop. But this is really lovely. It feels nice. I have got few fabrics from Fox and Rabbit. So yeah, this is another lovely addition. And then I have been shopping in Sew It All in the UK, which is the shop that carries a fabric flare fabric. So I got myself 32 count tea stain linen. It's gorgeous. This is my favorite, one of my favorite, because I have so many favorites. And this is buttermilk, again 32 count, and this is all fat quarters. Now, what else have I purchased? I also purchased oh, actually, before I show you this, I want to show you something, because I'm afraid I might forget. I have been receiving so many beautiful cushions from my viewers, online friends, and I felt so bad that I didn't have a respectful place or like nice place to display them. So I was browsing Amazon, and I found this beautiful wooden tea tray for £8 something, so less than £9. If you would like to get the listing, just email me or message me on Instagram. I will send you the link. So basically, it's gorgeous. It's quite, it's not as full yet, but I have got beautiful pillow from Charlie here, and a beautiful pillow from Ruth. I have got the pillow from Chloe, and then there are some small red pillows I did over the years as well. I mean, this is gorgeous. So now it sits here, so I can show it all the time and display to, you know, it can be in the background of my video now, so I can see it every day. So yeah, so this was the tray. Now I remembered. And move on to the stuff I purchased, which is cross stitch related. So this is those are the threads I purchased from Tom and Lily Creation. I wanted to get some nice kind of ecru shade of white, so I purchased quite a lot of Amandier. My French is even more atrocious than my English. So this one is like really lovely of white, and I will be, this is for my monochrome. I am planning to stitch like one of the charts I have. I want to stitch a monochrome. And then Melanie also sent me a beautiful sample of unnamed thread, which I think is really, really lovely. So thank you so much. And now again, non-cross stitch related things, although you kind of fall into this category because they are like embellishments. 2 weeks ago I went to craft fair, which actually my son invited me, because he was taking part, and he said to me, why don't you come about, it's a lovely food, it's lovely music, activity for kids, and they have got craft fair as well. So I said, yeah, why not? And it was in a Paddington, in an area called Little Venice, so it's like down the canal. Beautiful. I really loved it. And they had like people from all over the world, or craft from all over the world, which was wonderful. So I purchased a few things. I purchased buttons, which are hand painted, and these people, they don't have an online business, They only sell on craft fair, but I got this one, feather, little bubbles, and then flowers, and some more flowers, because I would like to make some more of these cushions, and I think the buttons would, those big buttons will look very lovely in the center. Okay, and I also purchased this pin, this massive bee, which I was first thinking to put it, oh my god, to pin it somewhere with my gnome, but I think it's quite large, so I'm gonna keep it for another project which has got bees on. And oh, this is cute, this is really cute. And then I also purchased, there was a beautiful stand, lady from Peru, like originally from Peru, so she was selling her heritage style, you know, lots of cushions and rugs and clothing, and then she had got like those little things handmade, you know, like whistles and, you know, those little figurines, gorgeous. I went nuts there. So I got myself a little llama and then two lovely Peruvian couple, and I purchased this so when I finish project I am stitching designed by Anna Agayu, which is called Andine Woman, I will add this into the frame because it's gorgeous. So yes, this is pretty much everything what I have been buying as well. Oh, sorry, did you hear my stomach grumbled? Okay, giveaway. So now let's go to other part of the business. So now we're going to talk business. First of all, Patreon. I have opened my Patreon page, and thank you to everyone who joined my Patreon. It is really incredible to have you on board, and you are so enthusiastic, and you're responding to you know, to my polls and my questions, and you interact. It is really wonderful. I am only very new to Patreon. It took me a little while and the help of a few of my friends how to figure this out. I'm having a lots of fun, and I am really blessed and really privileged to have so many of friends who already are so active or so present in my life joining my Patreon as well. So thank you so much. So my Patreon had at the beginning only two tiers. One was when I offered a chart which I called seasonal small, but it's not actually small. It is at least 120 or like fits the frame 8x6 on a 32 count, so it's quite large. On top of that, I also have got other benefits there, like, you know, inclusive exclusive content, and, you know, some discount codes and my other things. And then I had the second tier, which was having all of the benefits from the first tier, which is the chart and the codes, then exclusive content, plus other stuff, like one of the large size charts, which usually are 10 by 10 on 32 count. And then I have got also, this also include a quarterly bonus chart, which is again large. Is, you know, depends how I feel. It could be either Quaker or sampler or mix of both or completely different things, but it is a large chart. And on top of that, I also design seasonal gnomes, which are only exclusive to my Patreon members in the higher tier. This obviously I will still continue posting my free gnomes on Facebook. However, there is a limited type of design which is only exclusive to my Patreon members. And also, as a kind of high demand, I have been receiving messages, because, you know, some people, they don't really want a big chart, they don't really stitch Quakers or this type of things, but they like the smalls and they like the gnomes. So I also made a tier which is you know, all of the seasonal small, the bonus charts, and the gnomes as one as well. So now is the 3 to choose from. Again, Patreon is something which is completely optional. So if you feel like you don't want to support the designer, if you feel like it's not something you are up for, then just don't do it. You know, like there's really unnecessary reason for, you know, bringing negativity or, you know, trying to bring someone down because you feel about what they do in a certain way. I love feedback. I love a constructive criticism. I can't say this. A criticism, because it helps me grow as a designer and as a person. But if the comment has got a no meaning or for improvement, or has got no intention for improvement, it's just you spilling your guts, then I don't really like it. I just don't really feel it's necessary. So this was my Patreon. I will be releasing new Patreon chart for June very, very soon, which is June 14th. This is when I started my Patreon. So on 14th of every month, I will be releasing a new stuff. And I am also organizing a stitch along for all of my Patreon members. It is a mystery stitch along called a garden sampler. So as you can tell, the clue is in the name. It is a large design. It is, I'm going to tell you, it is 10 by 10. It will be split into 4 parts. First part being released in August, and then, you know, August 14, September, October, November, finishes in November. The full chart will be released in November. It is a bonus chart, so it's not a part of the regular monthly releases. You will still be getting your small, your large, your gnomes, but this is kind of extra stuff just to have fun and do something together. And I also wanted to let you know that the information and the material will be released in June, so you have got like 1 month to get prepared. I am stitching my design, and I am using Tom and Lily Creations flosses. Of course, I provided DMC conversion, and I think it's pretty close, but of course feel free to use any other flosses you prefer, or any other fabric you prefer. I've also included the fabric I am using to stitch. I mean, Charlie is stitching my model, but you know, I'm using for the model. So yeah, but anything you want to do differently, then just feel free. The only thing I'm asking is when the first part is released, is only inclusive to Patreon member. So please do not share with your friends or, you know, your family. Or I know these things happen. We do pass the stash, but I think pass the stash of physical copy is okay. Pass the stash of PDF is not. Okay, now Facebook, another kind of in-house keeping information. The reason I am addressing this here is because many people who watch my videos, they are also part of my Facebook group, and the Facebook group has been absolutely wonderful, and thank you to everyone for keeping this respectful and really interact with me and with each other as well. And thank you for your messages on the wall. I do appreciate that. I do see, I do read, I do comment as much as I can, but I do acknowledge that you are actually over there. My Facebook group is private, and in order to be accepted, you need to ask the question. In the past, and this is my mistake, and probably that's why I had to do my ranting yesterday, I have accepted people who did not answer the questions, because I kind of felt like, oh, I did see them somewhere in the online community, or they are part of other groups, which means they are safe to be part of the community. So I accept them without them answering the questions. And from now on, I'm not gonna be doing this anymore. I know it's not for me to being specially nosy. It is, I just would like to know that the people who are joining my group, they are genuine people who actually are interested to be part of my community, and you know, and they want to be respectful, or they just want to get a free stuff and then just, you know, bring the mess and the chaos into my group. So everyone who is on hold at this moment has asked me to for approval, and I have not approved it within 24 hours, it means that you haven't answered the questions, and I am waiting for you to make your decision. You either want to do it or not. And the final bit, on Friday, it is Mother's Day in Poland, but also it is the 3rd May bank holiday in the UK. We had a 1st May bank holiday, we had a Coronation bank holiday, and now we've got the end of the month bank holiday, which I'm not quite sure why is it, but I'm happy to have it. So I am offering a 25% discount in my Etsy store from Friday until Sunday midnight. There's no promo code required. The prices will be automatically deducting 25% from its original price. And yeah, so I hope you will take advantage of this as well. And now I am also going to be bringing paper copies of my charts, not all of them, some of them. I am working with a printing company. I am waiting for the samples to be sent out to me. They will be in the format of booklets, so not like a individual pages, it's more like a kind of a booklety book. That's terrible. But I am a master of making up words. So it will be in a format of booklets, so easy storage on a high quality paper, gloss, you know, stiff, so it lasts for long. So I'm hoping the next video I would be able to show you some of those. I'm not quite sure if they will arrive here by Friday. If by chance my new paper charts will arrive by Friday, then they will be part of 25% discount as well. And I am offering the free UK delivery, and then obviously I won't be able to do the same for the international customers, but I will make sure that I provide affordable postage. And now, giveaway. After 15 minutes of listening and me talking and watching my stuff, I have got a giveaway winner. On my previous video, I have been giving away incompleted kit from Meloka Designs for the Mandala Zebra, and thank you everyone for entering. There were 25 comments, and the winner is Ania Dombrosz, which is incredible. I have never had before a Polish viewer winning my giveaway, so thank you so much, Ania. I will also include the screenshot from the YouTube Pika thingy. Congratulations. I also have got a giveaway for this week. It is very unusual giveaway, but I thought, you know, it's worth it. For today's giveaway, I would like to offer charts which were available for my March Patreon subscribers. So I had, I'm gonna display them here. There were 6 of them. I've offered Moth Quaker. No, it wasn't Moth. It's a Monarch, a Monarch Quaker. I have offered a seasonal small, which was the strawberry season, and then I offered 4 seasonal gnomes. So there are 3 giveaways. If you would like to win a Monarch, can you use a word Monarch? Monarch as a butterfly. I can't spell it because I don't know how to spell it from my head. I need to write it down on the paper, but then there's still no guarantee. But I will type, like when I type, I use the voice recorder. So like my computer, like I talk to my computer and my computer types for me, and then it changes because, you know, no. And then the second giveaway, it is a seasonal small, the strawberry season. So please, can you use a word strawberry? And if you would like to win the set of gnomes, so can you use a word gnomes? Yeah, that's not very original. Gnomes. And the last business, it is a question. I had a few questions. Someone asked me, actually a few people asked me if I am considering to do the newsletter. And answer for now is no. First of all, I'm dyslexic. Like my writing skills are very bad because I I'm unable to recognize my own spelling mistakes and grammar mistake, and although I do use Grammarly and other devices, other programs to help me with typing and, you know, with doing all of the official writing and stuff, it's just stressful enough for me to type you know, the Instagram post, because I cannot use my voice devices for that, so I have to actually type. So I very often rely on those, you know, like jiggly lines underneath telling me then this word is misspelled. But then sometimes I use the autocorrection, but then the word is different than I wanted to use, like release. It's like as a release and as a release. For me, it's a one word. I'm not sure which one is spelled correctly. So then my kids coming over said, are you sure that this is how you want to spell, or this is the word you've been looking for? It's really hard, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. Thank you for everyone for not judging me for that. And then was another question about the free gnomes, which I think I've already addressed. Yes, I will continue providing my free gnomes over my Facebook group. Thank you so much for being with me here for an hour. I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. I wish you a really, really great stitchy time. Be healthy, be safe, and see you soon. Bye bye.